All right, guys, Jason at the Laundromat project here. Week 11, we just finished it, and we got a handful of things done this week. We polished the concrete floors. We got most of it polished. There's a couple little areas where the old concrete is sitting that we need to just do some joint filling and finish polishing that. But we got the HVAC units up on the roof. We finished capping the roof with the metal cap that holds down the rubber roof itself. And we primed and painted all the drywall. And of course, well, then we had a couple of issues with the floor guy who was doing wet polishing and kind of goofed up some of the paint work with his tape. But whatever, we're moving on. We're going to keep going. So I'll flip the camera around and I'll show you guys a bit. The building really doesn't look much different outside compared to week 10. But you can see the HVAC units sitting there on the roof. One of them, we put two 10-ton carrier units up there, and then we capped the top piece that holds down the rubber roof. So the other thing we did outside is we finished filling in the blacktop right here. And we still have to, man, we got to clean this lot. It looks horrible. We have to clean the lot, power wash it really well. Then we have to seal coat it and stripe it, and it'll look much better after that. And let me take you inside. So this is the inside. We polished the floors with the exception of kind of in front of our kids' area where that electrical and everything is still sitting. Once that gets out of there, we can then work on that area. It's a really rough spot where the old floor was. In hindsight, we should have just ripped out all the old concrete and went 100% new. The game plan was kind of changing, and honestly, we made a couple mistakes there. So we weren't planning on having 80% new floor in this building when we were doing this, and then some things didn't come up. We ended up cutting out more concrete. Then all of a sudden, little parts got saved that shouldn't have got saved, and well, we're stuck with kind of a little bit of a disaster here that we have to fix. And it won't be as noticeable once the machines and the tables and everything are in here, but for right now, it's really bugging me because it looks horrible. But we did, if you kind of look around, we got everything's painted. So we're gonna have to come back and do some touch-up work. All right, guys, so that's a wrap on week 11. Hopefully this week, well, we have some equipment coming. So I know at least the dryers are coming, I think, on Tuesday. And maybe actually everything might be coming on Tuesday. So there should be some exciting video coming with that. But we have a bunch of stuff to do still just to prep for that. And then we can't install all of our equipment right away because we have some areas of the floor that aren't finished. And we have to wait until we're waiting on We Energies to put our new electric service in. And it just seems like I'm waiting and calling and leaving messages and sending emails, and I just have no idea when it's going to happen. So that's our big delay, and I have a feeling it's going to halt our project very shortly here, where we just won't be able to do anything else, and we're just going to have to sit and wait for that electric hookup to come, so then we can get rid of the old electric, and then we can finish the floor, the framing, the drywalling, and all the fun stuff that's around where the old electric is. Yeah, so that's what we're waiting on, guys. That's it. We'll see you next week.